All right. We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will begin the first of a three-game series against the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. How you doing there, folks? My name's Steve. People call me the Bird Watcher, or BW for short, whatever works for you. Hello there, Charm City chat. How are you doing? Welcome in. I had a feeling some of you might be anticipating a game like this tonight. Are you ready? We've got some unfinished business. Orioles versus Yankees. But let me first extend a greetings to anyone who might be new to my channel. Welcome in. This channel started up just in time for the 2024 season. I'm a man on a mission. I am here to cover every Orioles game all season long. So far, so good. 71 games in. The Orioles come in with a record of 47-24. And, I'm hoping I can get all the way through and not miss a game. I'm going for the Ripken streak. Let's just say I've had an influence from my childhood, this mission I'm on. And part of the mission as well is to create a community for other Oriole fans who might be scattered all over the globe. That might not have a chance to watch the game on TV or hear it on the radio or anything like that. You got a way to watch it, or at least follow along, I should say. With me, the Bird Watcher, I'll relay all the information to you, play-by-play commentary. There'll be stats and updates right here on the screen for you as well, along with the Charm City chat, folks. The best chat in live sports streaming. Come on in if you want to say hey, and you'll enjoy it, okay? If you do enjoy it, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're doing great. We're over 1,200 people. Again, we're only, like 2.5 months into this thing? It's been a great positive first couple of months, both with the team and with the channel. So, all right, let's get right down to business here, folks, because first pitch is only about 7 minutes away. Tonight's matchup on the mound, Albert Suarez, the legend, the myth, the folk hero, the Paul Bunyan of the Orioles, if you will. I love this guy. Here we come in, considered underdogs, and we've got probably the best underdog story on our team right here, right now. Albert Suarez, going to be on the big stage. He comes in with a 3-0 record, a 1.61 ERA, 44 2/3 innings now logged, giving up just one home run. Let's hope he can keep the Yankees from hitting those balls into the short porch in right field. You know what I mean? Yeah. He'll be going up against Nestor Cortes. Sometimes there's a junior, sometimes there's not. He's a left-handed pitcher, a 3-5 record, a 3.59 ERA. He's up to 87 2/3 innings already. And, he's okay, but he does give up the home run ball. He's given up a dozen on the season. He's pretty much pitched twice as much innings as Suarez, yet a 12-1 difference in home runs. And you know how we like to hit the home run ball, folks. We need some homers tonight. So there's your matchup. Let's scroll on down to take a look at the lineups, but I'm going to just leave it up here for you to look at. I'll go over them in a sec, but right now it is top of the hour. Let me make sure I got this game up and running. Folks, you might notice that on top of my head sits the hat. Whenever I start a game with the hat on, folks, the hat is here to provide what the hat does, but the hat cannot promise you anything. I'm fully decked out in every superstitious thing I can. I've got my best orange shirt, which, by the way, now has a cigarette burn right in the middle of the chest. I'm a little bit upset about that. I like this shirt. Now I've got a cigarette burn in it. I wonder how that happened. But, the orange shirt. I got the gray cap and some gray shorts. So, road grays with the orange. Oh, what is this? Why this is not to my liking already. Why are you already pausing in the middle of what you're doing here? What's going on? Give me a better link than this. Let's try this one. How are we looking? Okay. Oh, boy, I better turn that down. Oh, that's up. All right. Yankee Stadium, the Bronx, the Yankees. The history, the tradition, the entitlement. It's all here with these Yankee fans. The history, the tradition, the entitlement. All right, okay, so this is a TBS broadcast. Let's hope there's no issues with a TBS broadcast. This is not normal for me. But apparently this is, they've got the rights to the game tonight. Bob Costas is on the call. Wow, we are going back in time, folks. Bob Costas is calling an Orioles-Yankees game. This should be interesting. Okay, your lineups for your Baltimore Orioles. Leading off, playing third base, Jordan Westburg. Batting second and DHing tonight, Adley Rutschman. Ryan Mountcastle will bat third and play first base. Gunnar Henderson will be in the cleanup spot at shortstop. Anthony Santander will be in right field, batting fifth. Let's hope he can keep that hot bat going. Austin Hayes will hit sixth and play left. Jorge Mateo will bat seventh and play second base. Colton Cowser's in center field tonight, hitting eighth. And finally, James McCann batting ninth behind the plate. For the Yankees, Anthony Volpe will lead off and play short. Juan Soto in right field, hitting second. Aaron Judge in center field, batting third. Alex Verdugo, the cleanup hitter in left field. Giancarlo Stanton, the human rally killer, at least when it comes to base running. He'll be the DH and bat fifth. Ben Rice just called up to replace the injured Anthony Rizzo, who will be out for about 4 to 6 weeks, making his major league debut right in the starting lineup tonight, batting sixth. He's a left-handed hitter. There's not a whole lot I can tell you about him. He's not really considered a blue-chip prospect, but just so happens the weakest part of the Yankee organization in terms of depth right now is at the corner infield spots. And it's probably, especially now with this Rizzo injury going to be their main focus when we get to the trade deadline. But yeah, he'll be at first base. Gleyber Torres is at second, batting seventh. Austin Wells, the catcher, hitting eighth. And finally, DJ LeMahieu, again, another corner infielder who's hitting under 200, will bat ninth and play third base. Nestor Cortes, once again, is on the mound. He has a 1.77 ERA at Yankee Stadium. That's the best home ERA of any starting pitcher other than teammate Luis Gil, who we also have to face in Game 3 of this series. And the only guy we have to worry about sandwiched in between these two is just some guy named Gerrit Cole, who's back from a lengthy injury. He has not pitched since last season. Well, he's back, considered by many to be the top pitcher in the American League, if not in baseball in general when he's healthy. Well, he'll be on the mound tomorrow night, and we're going to be sending up Cade Povich against Gerrit Cole. So you got a kid making his third start going up against a veteran stud. It's going to be quite the matchup. It's a David versus Goliath situation. Again, I'm okay with it. Are we underdogs? I don't know. Last I checked, we're tied in the loss column with 24 apiece. It's just that the Yankees have played 3 more games than us. Allow us to play those 3 games. Let's see what happens. They're 22-10 at home. Well, guess what? We're 22-10 away. That seems pretty even to me as well. And then I think about head-to-head, we're 3-1. Folks, I get it. The Yankees are top of the division. They've got the best record in baseball, but I don't know about you. I think at best, we're pretty evenly matched. All right, Charm City Chat, how you doing? My friend, Pure Adrenaline, how you doing? PAS. Rob is here, Christina as well, a couple of mods here in the Charm City Chat. Folks, rules in the Charm City chat. Let me go over them as quickly as possible. First, no spoilers. If you're watching this game and you're ahead of me, you're going to want to sync up the game so that you don't type spoilers into the chat. It's a big no-no, and it's going to get you put into a timeout because it'll ruin the experience for everybody else watching. We simply cannot have that. If you just put that remote in your hand, just have it ready. The first out of the ball game, whether it's a strikeout, somebody thrown out at first base, or somebody catches a fly ball, as soon as that out is recorded, pause your game with that remote in your hand. Allow me to catch up, make that call, and then as soon as I'm done calling that same play, you unpause your game, and then you'll be synced up for the rest of the night. No worries about any of that stuff. Rule number 2, no politic talk. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Rule number 3, sports betting talk. I mean, just a one-off mention about something is fine. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. But if you make a habit out of just continually talking about your bets that are on the line, that's going to be something that will be dealt with in a charming way. But, yeah, just trust me. I'm sure you really care about your bet, but nobody else does. Finally, folks, again, we've got a very tight, tense affair on tap here. Orioles, Yankees. No matter how things go in the Charm City chat, I get it. There'll be tension. There'll be emotion. But let's just keep personal attacks and any sort of personal insults directed at one another. That is, again, that's taboo. That is, there's no tolerance for that. Again, you'll be put in timeout for that. But, folks, I say all this as if this is something that happens on a regular basis. It really doesn't. Charm City chat, 99% of the time, running nice and smooth. You guys are going to be fine, and the mods here will be sure to take care of everything if I don't. All right, Nestor Cortes is taking up his final warm-up pitches. We'll have first pitch here in a moment. Hopefully this scoreboard tonight for me isn't going to be too far ahead. But Cortes with a lime green glove. Interesting choice. Let's see. We got Rob. Vonnie is here. Book Doc. How you doing? I despise K. Are you talking about Michael K or K Jewelers? Yeah, Michael K. I'm not a big fan. Robert, how are you doing? Povich versus Cole is a good matchup. It's going to be exciting. I mean, a kid versus a vet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. 4 laws broken, but made it in time. All right, the man, you'll be fine. Just don't tell us what the laws you broke were, and then nobody can get you for it. Ryan, good to see you. Folks, we're about to get ready here. Darren, Mr. Hyde, Country, Rod, Wins, Isaac, Judy, good to see you. Shantae, Bill, Annaman, Sean Finns, Matt, Cantankerous, Pocket Watch. Folks, if I didn't get your name in, it doesn't mean I tried to disrespect you. Flicker Fusions, sneaking one in. All right, folks, we're ready to go. Jordan Westburg is in the box, and the first pitch of the ball game is taken up and away for ball 1 from Cortes. We are underway in the Bronx. Orioles, Yankees. Again, these two teams separated just by a game and a half as Westburg fouls one away to make the count 1-1. And that game and a half is due to the 3 extra games the Yankees have played. Credit to them. They've won the extra 3 games they've played. But, folks, at the end of the day, as long as you're right there in the loss column, you're right there in the mix. Here's the 1-1 to Westburg, and this one is tapped foul at the plate, rolling a few feet in front of the catcher. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Westburg's hitting .278 coming into today, and it has been customary now for about, the last 4 or 5 lefty starters we've been facing. We've been using Westburg as a leadoff hitter and moving Henderson down into the cleanup spot. I'm a fan of that. I really do think Westburg could develop into a permanent leadoff hitter versus pitchers from either side, as he takes a breaking ball off the outside corner for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Westburg. Here comes the 2-2. And that one is low and away. Westburg able to lay off of that one, and the count full now. The Yankees in their traditional home pinstripes, no names on the back. And the Orioles in their traditional road grays. This pitch is swung on and missed. A cutter at the bottom of the zone. And Westburg goes down on strikes to begin the ball game. Well, he did at least make Cortes throw 6 pitches, giving his teammates a little something to look at from Cortes. 1 away. That'll bring up Adley Rutschman. Hitting from the right side against Cortes. He's got great numbers off Cortes in his career. First pitch is off the plate outside for ball 1. He's hitting, I think he's something like 8 for 15 off of Cortes' lifetime, over 500. This pitch is high, and the count now 2-0. Miss Janet coming in with a fresh emoji. I'm going to have to figure out what that is. My vision is too poor. The 2-0 pitch is hit in the right center, past the glove of the second baseman. Just a flare shot that had just enough. I mean, that ball almost looked like it was suspended in air. That ball was willed over the glove of the second baseman, Torres, in the right center for a base hit. Rutschman is on with 1 out. All right, well, there goes the no-hitter. There's Rutschman having a word with the rookie first baseman, making his very first start in the bigs, Ben Rice. 1 on, 1 out. The pitch to Ryan Mountcastle, who's up at the plate now. He fouls one back on a fastball. Mounty comes in batting .270, 11 homers, 32 driven in. A flare suspended in air. All right. We got an 0-1 count. Runner at first. Cortes' pitch is a breaking ball left up and away. 1-1 the count on Ryan Mountcastle. What, too early? The 1-1 is fouled straight back, a ball and 2 strikes. TBS is the broadcast. I'm watching this game on myself, in case anybody's trying to find the ball game. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mountcastle. Rutschman at first, 1 away. We're just getting started here at the Bronx. Big series. Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. The 1-2 is swung on and fouled back. We'll do it again. Hang in there, Mountie. Let's make Cortes work. No easy outs. No easy outs. Everybody involved tonight has got to have some focus. Another 1-2 is low, and laying off of it is Mountcastle. Cortes was hoping to get the call. It was certainly low. 2-2 the count on Mountie. And if this count goes full, I'm going to the sub screen. It's getting too close. This one's fouled back. We'll do it again. You know what? We're going there anyway. Mountie is in a mood. Welcome in 1,215 of you as subscribers. Folks, if you haven't subscribed, you can think about doing it. There's no commitment, no obligation, and no salesman will visit your home. I'll give you a better sales pitch later. Right now, we're looking at a potential first inning rally here. 1 out, runner at first, a 2-2 count on Ryan Mountcastle. With Gunnar Henderson on deck and Anthony Santander in the hole. Keep the line moving, Mountie. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul off to the left. That's it, Mountie. Keep fighting. 16 pitches all ready for Cortes. In the inning, I should say. Not in the at-bat, but in the inning. Cortez's fastball's around 93 miles an hour. This one's hit on the left side and past the diving glove of shortstop. Oh, I was worried about a potential double play ball on the ground. Instead, Mountie finds a hole, and the Orioles have 2 on with 1 out, and here comes Gunnar. Hey, how about Gunnar Henderson coming up in a first inning with guys on base? It's almost as if he can do more damage this way. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Adley at second, Mountie at first, Gunnar at the plate. The first pitch is taken, a called strike, 94 fastball, knee high, outer half. Gunnar with runners. Oh and 1 the count. The next pitch is high, and it's easy for Henderson to lay off. That one was about eye level. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gunnar comes in hitting .274, 22 homers. His next RBI would be number 50. Here's a check swing on a pitch off the plate outside. 2 balls and a strike. Cortes has thrown 20 pitches in the inning already. Only the 1 out with Gunnar at the plate and Santander on deck. Come on, boys. Let's cash it in. The pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Verdugo came in a little bit, now backing up. He'll make the catch. And unfortunately, it's not a big field here at Yankee Stadium. And Rutschman isn't the quickest. So we can't even advance a runner there on that fly ball. There are 2 away now for Anthony Santander. Folks, get those taters up in the chat and make it quick. This guy's one of the hottest hitters in baseball right now, if not the hottest. He's been averaging a home run in the month of June pretty much every other game. 2 on, 2 out. Batting from the right side, and he takes up and away for ball 1. A cutter that way off target. Tony Taters, in his last 23 games, 10 home runs. Not too shabby. The pitch is a called strike, and back to second with a check on Rutschman. And luckily the ball does not stay in the glove of, is that Glaber over there, or is that Volpe? I guess that was Volpe covering the bag. That should have been Glaber on the second base side. Rutschman barely got back, but it didn't matter because the ball was not held on to. And Rutschman appears to have a bloody nose now. Rutschman went back in hard and absolutely burst his nose open. And he is bloodied up. Rutschman looks like he's just gone a couple of rounds with Apollo Creed. And there you go, folks. Orioles, Yankees. There is blood already being spilled on the field. It looks like Rutschman's may have crushed his nose into the helmet as it was coming off of his head. So, yeah, nose on metal. Metal wins every time. At this point, it's just worrying about controlling that blood flow. Better to get hit in the nose than on top of the head in that situation. Get yourself a concussion. Adley seems pretty nonplussed about the whole thing. Just you can tell he's just trying to clear his nasal passages. I can understand how that goes. Hey, we got a super chat and a very, wow, what a very generous super chat. Popeye the Sailor Man is checking in. 1069, Zachary, I got to ask, is there a special significance to that particular amount? If there is, let me know. And I'll, maybe it's a birthday or something. I'll shout it out for you. Thank you so much, Zachary, for supporting the channel like that. Big time stuff. All right, we're ready to go. Santander at the plate. Adley at second, Mounting at first. The 1-1 pitch is lifted foul, 1-2. So, folks, by the way, a big smile on Adley's face right now. He'll be fine. It's just going to be some of that dried up red blood there. He'll be fine. Let's get him in. The 1-2 pitch to Santander is lifted, not lifted, hit on the ground to third. And they go to second for the force. It's a close play, but Mountcastle is indeed forced out to end the inning. The Orioles get 2 runners on base but cannot score. The one positive takeaway is that Cortes does look hittable. We got 2 hits off of him. We made him labor out there throwing 23, 24 pitches. That's Cortes, Nestor Cortes Jr. We go to the bottom of the first. Orioles nothing, and the Yankees come in the bat. You're just enjoying your day. Let's hope to enjoy the night. That my day was fine. It was spent while you guys were awake. I was sleeping for most of the time. Although I do admit I got up earlier than I should have because of anxiety about the game. I was sitting there fiddling with what I thought would be the best lineup we could put out there tonight. Folks, there's something you need to know about these Yankees in terms of a game plan in which to beat them. New York is coming off a series at Fenway where they lost 2 out of 3, and on Sunday night in that final game, they conceded 9 stolen bases. 9. You have to go back to the dead ball era, pre-Babe Ruth, to find a time when the Yankees were unable to stop the run game like that. So your boy was thinking, let's put our fastest players out there. So my lineup would have had Adley catching tonight, McCann not in the lineup, especially considering we've just had a day off and considering we've got 2 lefty starters now in the rotation. Folks, McCann's been catching Corbin Burns lately. I don't know if that's a permanent thing or not, but if you mean to tell me he's going to be Corbin Burns' personal catcher and catching of the remaining 4 in the rotation, 2 of them, so now he's going to be behind the plate more than Rutschman? Rutschman's behind the plate 2 games out of 5? Like, don't tell me that's what's happening, because that doesn't make any sense to me. I was hoping maybe we'd put Santander at DH tonight and make our outfield a little more faster and, faster at the plate. And I know that would mean putting one more lefty bat in the lineup, but a lefty bat versus McCann hitting 9th, to me, is pretty much cancels each other out. Okay, here we go. Albert Suarez. First pitch here to Anthony Volpe is low for ball 1. Folks, that's just my opinion. I'm not manager of the year, and I'm not managing a team that's on pace to win over 100 games. The 1-0 pitch to Volpe is up and away, 2-0. The one thing I will say about keeping the speed and glove of Mullins out of this game versus using McCann, this ball's grounded to short on 2 bounces. Henderson with a low throw, but Mountcastle able to get it before it hits the dirt, and there's 1 away. Yeah, Mullins at least can serve as potentially a really effective pinch runner later on, perhaps. Again, I feel like speed is going to be our best weapon right now because we're going to have some tough pitching matchups. The Yankees pitching staff really has been their bright spot, despite the prolific numbers of the 2 big guys, one of them at the plate right now, Juan Soto, who takes low for ball 1. Yeah, I'm talking about the 1-2 punch of Juan Soto and Aaron Judge. Soto comes in hitting .315, 18 homers, 55 RBI, and he has an OPS over 1,000. This pitch is off the plate outside. He's got one of the best batting eyes in all of baseball, if not the best. And Judge, who's on deck, is the only other hitter in the American League with an OPS over 1,000. So the two biggest productive bats in the league are on this team. One right after the other. 3-0 the count here. Soto's walked 467 times since 2021, leading the league in each of the last 3 seasons. It's just what he does. Oh, why the freeze? Why the freeze? Okay, I guess that's ball 4. So there you go. Don't say I jinxed it. It's just part of his game, folks. Juan Soto draws another walk. Here's Aaron Judge, 1 out, 1 on. Every time this situation comes up, it's big, no matter what inning we're in. Judge is one of the more dangerous hitters in the league. No surprise to anybody. He comes in today hitting .299. Leads baseball in home runs. 0-1 the count right now as he fouled the first pitch away. Next one is on the inside edge for a called strike 2. 0-2 on Judge. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this one is fouled back. Suarez looking for a fastball top of the zone on the outside corner. That ball was in the zone on an 0-2 pitch. Well, Matt, he did there. On 0-2 no less. But I'm sure that surprised Judge. The pitch. Again, that one is on the outside corner, but Judge takes it the opposite field on the ground for a base hit. So Aaron Judge, this is why he's a great hitter. I mean, yeah, he's got some of the best power you'll ever see, but he's also just a good hitter. This time, fastball on the outside edge, just takes it the other way into the hole, and he's happy with it. 2 on, 1 out. So Judge and Soto, those are the guys that are tough. Now here comes Verdugo, and then he'll be followed by Stanton. And then once we get further down this order, as here's a cut fastball at the top of the zone, only 85 miles an hour, but it's a called strike to Verdugo. Verdugo came over in the winter from the Red Sox. As he sprays one, but it's caught by the third baseman, Westberg. Another flare off the end of the bat, hanging up there for Westberg to make a catch. 2 down, runners at first and second. And here comes Stanton. And if we can get Stanton out here and get out of this inning, no score, then this is the exact recipe you want to play these Yankees. Yes, Judge and Soto will get theirs. Get everybody else. And try not to, especially guys hitting ahead of those two. You just don't want runners on base when those guys come up. All right, Stanton is there. First pitch to him is swung on, and that's a chopper hit slowly. But whoa, and there's a collision, and the base runner is going to be automatically out for interfering. Stanton is super slow. There was still a play at first, but Juan Soto running into Westberg at third is called out for base running interference on the fielder. So there you go. I'm sure Yankee fans are going to be happy about that. By the way, not the most acrobatic move there from Soto. He went in knee first on Westberg. And I tell you what, Soto looked like he was looking for contact. Yet Westberg stood strong, took the shot to his thigh. Soto's the one that went down in a heap, while Westberg went ahead and got the throw off anyway. Man, Westberg is a badass. We're going to the second. Soto goes tumbling down while Westberg shows he's a badass. No score in the Bronx. Yeah, you could see it. You could see as soon as he got on top of him, suddenly like a knee came up. Suddenly a knee just magically came up into the thigh of Westberg. That was intentional. Yeah, this is gonna get hairy, folks. Get ready. Oh yeah, folks, feel free if you can retrieve that newest Discord invite link, feel free to drop it in. Folks, I got coffee here and I haven't even touched it yet. I better get started here. Whoa, what is that? Did I forget to stir this up? I might have forgotten to stir my coffee. That would be bad. Westberg, right ahead. That's right. Soto will be falling asleep tonight hearing Celine Dion music in his head. Folks, normally the bird watcher is a charming guy who likes to, be civil about everything, but it's the Yankees, folks. Look, I'm allowing for less than typical charming behavior in Charm City chat tonight, okay? I know I've just opened up Pandora's box by saying that. We still have to have some rules and regulations, but you get what I'm saying. All right, Austin Hayes is up to lead it off in the top of the second. He takes a called strike on the outside corner at the knees. Hayes is hitting .240. That average is creeping up. 0-1 pitch is skied foul off to the right. No balls, 2 strikes on Hayes. Yeah, folks. Talk all the Yankee trash you want tonight, all right? It's on BW. The pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, just no personal insults, obviously. If a Yankee fan comes in and they're acting a fool, we'll deal with them. There's no need to start, a pissing contest, right? 1-2 the count. The pitch is reached for and tapped slowly to first. Rice has got nobody to throw to. Cortes never even bothered to think about covering. What was that all about? He left a rookie first baseman out there on an island to himself. The catcher, Wells, was trotting up the line to try to help out. But Cortes nowhere to be found. What were you doing, Nestor? He took 1 half step and then said, oh, I guess I'm too late. All right, let's hope that costs Nestor. 1 on, nobody out. Here's Mateo. First pitch is a called strike, just clipping the outside edge at the top of the zone. One on, nobody out, top of the second, no score. Mateo hitting .236 at the moment. There's a check on the runner. Back in standing is Hayes. Go, Mateo. Catcher sets up on the outside half, and that's where the pitch is, but it's off the plate outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Colton Cowser is on deck, so get those cows ready. Not yet, but just... Yeah, he stick with the race cars. This one's up and away. 2 balls and a strike. Cortes, his command tonight so far, not so hot. We have got to take advantage. 2-1 the count. The pitch. This one's hit hard, and a diving stop by the shortstop. He'll go to second for the force. What a play by Volpe. That ball was ticketed in the left field. And instead of 2 on, nobody out, The lead run is forced out at second, and Mateo is at first. But hey, now I want to see some running. Cowser's coming up. Mateo, take second base, waste no time. Let's put on the pressure. Oh, Zachary. Wow. Jeez, buddy. This pitch is off the plate to Cowser. Come on, folks. Zachary, fantastic. Let me give you the full attention here after we get through this rally, okay? This is a called strike on Cowser. 1-1 the count. Colton's hitting .234 coming into today. 9 homers, 31 driven in. Lefty on lefty. The pitch is fouled away. Behind the plate, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Harder to run on lefties, but Mr. Hyde, when he got Mateo's speed, and considering that Nestor has already looked like his head isn't in the ball game, I would say run. Again, they gave up 9 steals in the last game. 9. And I can't imagine they were all against righties. Here's a check on Mateo. He's back in standing. 1-2 the count on Cowser. Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's run. I mean, look, if Mateo gets caught, whatever. I want to set a tone. I want the Yankees' heads on a swivel while we're running our butts off. Another check on Mateo. That's number 2. Okay, he's safe. 2 checks. Now you take off. Now you take off. Let's go. Mateo with a big lead, and there he goes. The pitch, and it's swung on and fouled back. We'll do it again. And I got a feeling Mateo is going to get a lot of reps in here. And again, fouling pitches away. Cortes is working. 37 pitches now with 1 out in the second. He will certainly be over 40. Well, I can't say for certain, but you would think he'll be over 40 before this inning is over. Let's see if Mateo goes again. The pitch. He does not go this time, and the ball's grounded softly to second, and they go to Mateo and get that lead runner. Why wasn't Mateo going? So once again, it's a fielder's choice situation. The lead runner cut down. Cowser's at first base with 2 down. If Mateo's running, they get Cowser at first, and then we got a runner in scoring position instead of runner at first. James McCann is at the plate. 206 average, 2 homers, 10 RBI. First pitch to McCann is off the plate a little bit outside, maybe an inch low. 1-0 on McCann. 2 down, runner at first. Cowser could even try and steal if he wanted to. I don't have as much confidence as Mateo, but Cowser has got base stealing ability. Maybe a little more of a surprise if he ran. This is a swing and a miss, and the count is 1-1. You don't go on every pitch, but when it's 3-2, I say you do if you're as fast as Mateo is. This ball is hit hard to right, but right at Soto for out number 3, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the second. The Orioles get a runner on, their 3rd hit through the first 2 innings, but they cannot score. We go to the bottom of the second, scoreless. Ugh. Again, folks, maybe I'm sure I'm probably overdoing it. I'm just all about running. Run. But despite the fact that maybe we kind of didn't execute there as well as we could have. And again, there's no telling. McCann could have hit what he did there for that third out, and the runner at second, it would have made a difference. We wouldn't have found an RBI. It would have been just a runner stranded at second instead of first. I get it. You just want to try. You just want to put the pressure on. You know? We don't have a guy like Giancarlo Stanton just lumbering around the bases. You know? In fact, when you look at, like, Santander, Rutschman may not be that fast, but he's a very good base runner. He always gets a good jump. Westberg's got good speed. Gunner's got great speed. Hayes has got decent speed. Mountie for a first baseman's not too. Why is Urias? Oh, my God. Urias has replaced Westberg at third base. What happened? It just popped up on my screen. I've got no info in the game right now. What happened to my boy Westy? What happened? He made that one play. You mean when Soto ran into... I knew it. It was that knee. Soto kneed him in the thigh. He got Westberg out of the game. Oh, my God. Oh, it's on now. He took Westy out of the game. That piece of... I hope the league takes a look at that play. There's ain't nothing going to happen tonight, but the league can look at that play and fine him. I knew it. Westberg showed zero signs because that's just Westberg, because he's a badass, and there it is. I knew it. And again, Westberg's the one that maintained his feet and still tried to make a play, despite the fact that he got injured. While Soto goes down in a heap like a chump. People ask me, do I want Soto on my team? No! I don't. Bum. Bottom of the second. Rice at the plate. First swing of his major league career. He misses a Suarez pitch at the bottom of the zone. Next pitch, swung on and missed again, 0-2. Change-up this time from Suarez. Man, when I saw it happen, I'm like, that was dirty, but Westberg looked like he was able to, take it without... Man, if we lose him for any significant amount of time... 1 ball, 2 strikes on Rice. There's a curveball in the dirt, 2-2. Seriously, Soto, what are you going to do? Are you going to pay the doctor bill? You bum. You bum. 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Left center. Hayes calling off Cowser makes the catch. 1 away here in the bottom of the second. Hey, how about we just come find Jeffrey Mayer and hit his kneecap with a crowbar? Would that even it up? Unbelievable. Here's Gleyber Torres. He swings at a pitch and fouls it at the plate. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Your boy's blood is boiling right now. Took my boy out. Westy's my boy. Janet, anybody who's been here since April, Westy's my boy. That's my boy. The 0-1 pitch. Off the plate outside to Torres. 1 ball and 1 strike. Was there a shot of Soto laughing in the dugout, Rob? Called strike on a cutter. 1-2 on Torres. Gleyber's hitting .222. Unbelievable. Hey, Timothy, how you doing? 1-2 pitch is high for ball 2. One out, nobody on. No score. Bottom of the second. The 2-2 from Suarez is upstairs. 3-2. Again, that fastball missing up. Oh, no worries, Timothy. No worries at all. This pitch is just a bit low, and that's ball 4 to Gleyber Torres, a one-out walk. We cannot afford walks to anybody other than Judge and Soto. One out, one on. Austin Wells, left-handed hitting catcher, will step in next. As expected, a pretty packed house here at Yankee Stadium, except, of course, for the really, really good seats. I guess because they cost like 18 grand. I guess not everybody wanted to, spend their life savings on one game. So there's a few empty seats there. Strike one to Wells. Next pitch is lined, and that is a fair ball down and into the corner. This is going to be trouble. Santander gets to it relatively quick and throws in Mateo, the cutoff man, able to keep the runners at second and third. Wells with a double. But the Yankees now are on the brink of opening up the scoring here unless Suarez can work out of some tough trouble. Second and third with only one out. A big next at bat here because it's the top of the order next. Double number 8 for Wells on the season. Here's LeMahieu. Infield is up at the edge of the grass. Pitch is a chopper right toward Gunnar. He's going to go home, and they've got him at the plate. They nail him down. And McCann, I hope you slapped that tag as hard as you could. Gunned down at the plate by Gunnar Henderson. You're not scoring. Sit down, chump. Sorry. Guess you shouldn't have broke for the plate. What, were you trying to be aggressive? Sorry. Here's Anthony Volpe. 2 down, runners at the corners. Your boy might not be able to get through this whole game without a brain aneurysm. So if you want to see, a blood vessel pop live on stream, tune in. Anthony Volpe. 2 down, first and third. The pitch is chopped foul off to the left. Oh, man. Hey there, Card. Long day. Yeah, take it off. No problems. You ought to lurk, though, because this game can be pretty dramatic. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Volpe comes up empty on a cutter. One more strike to get out of this jam. And hopefully the Orioles right now are starting to get a fire lit under their ass. They took one of our boys out of the ball game. This pitch is way off. I don't know if that was intentional or not. It was almost like a pitch out. The way McCann popped up to catch that fastball about 7 feet off the ground. I'll try not to, Sean Fins. I'll try not to. I almost did already. 1-2 the count on Volpe. The pitch is upstairs. Check swing. Did he go? And they say no. 2-2 the count. Oh, yes, personal. Soto with some Bush League stuff. You don't sit there and do something that you know could injure another player. You don't do that. This one's lined into left field, a base hit. The Yankees are going to be on the board with an RBI single. Wells comes in to score on a single by Volpe. 1-0 Yankees in the bottom of the second. And guess who's up? Juan Soto. Man, I wish we could retaliate, but we can't in this spot. To what? Load up the bases for Judge? That's probably another reason why Soto does what he does. What are you going to do? Hit him with Judge up next? You can't. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Oh and 1 on Soto. Walked his first time up. Up again already in the second. Pitch. Outside. 1-1. The Yankees have a run in. And Suarez has got to find a way to get out Soto. 2 men on base and Judge on deck. The pitch. Bottom of the zone, called strike 2. And Soto, with his customary, I know the strike zone better than you. What are you doing, ump? And, of course, he's afforded to behave the way he does because he gets the star treatment. Oh, it's a friendly chat. It's a friendly chat because Soto knows the strike zone. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Suarez holding it long. There it is. Outside. Well off the plate. 2-2. Where's my luckies? Two-two pitch. Low ball 3. The count is run full. Both runners will be on the move with the next pitch. It is danger zone. Soto hitting .400 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position this season. The pitch. Swung on and missed! Yeah! Woo! Sit down! Sit down! We go to the third. Yankees 1, Orioles nothing quite yet. And I ain't going off screen for nothing. Tonight, this is a game for adults. Kids, go watch Bob the Builder or something. All right? This is for us adults. Everybody walking around with a heavy weight on their shoulders. You've been through the grind of life. This game's for you. All right. Just a mini lucky break. Had a few drags left on that one. That's right. Hide the kids, hide the wives, because BW going crazy up in here. People, please don't make me shut off the chat. Well, why would that happen? What's going on, Book Doc? We're only 2 innings in. What happened? Who's due up? Oh, he's not. I don't think he has tear ducts. I don't think he has any sort of human emotion. We've got the top of the order coming up, but instead of Westberg, it's going to be Ramon Urias, who has replaced him. Westberg out of the ball game. Win it for Westy. That's what I'm saying. Whether we're talking about tonight, tomorrow, the whole damn series, win it for Westy. That's what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. First pitch to Arias is lifted, popped up. The catcher looking for it, and it'll get a couple of rows back into the stands. Bob Costas welcomes Kevin Costner into the booth as we go back 35 years in time. Oh, sorry about that, Book Doc. This one is fouled at the plate, and Urias is in an 0-2 hole. Urias' average is up into the 240s. All right, here comes the 0-2 to Urias. This one's low and away. All right, Costas, how are you still having the same hair from 40 years ago? What's going on? This pitch is fouled back, still 1-2 on Urias. What's going on there, Costas? Come on, buddy. Since COVID, I've lost half of my hair. What's your secret? The 1-2 pitch. Going sidearm there is Cortes with a breaking ball of some sort. That one was off the plate, 2-2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Urias strikes out to begin the top of the third. Oh, yeah, I'm a big Costner fan. I mean, come on, Field of Dreams, forget about it. Perfect role, perfectly played. Now that For the Love of the Game movie, I thought that was pretty cheesy. I got to be honest. I thought that was kind of heavy on the cheese. I get it, baseball's all about the nostalgia and all that, but that one was just a little too heavy-handed for your boys' liking. Adley Rutschman at the plate. First pitch is ball one. The next one is swung on and fouled back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Of course, does anybody know the first movie Kevin Costner was in, but he wasn't actually in it? Sort of a trick question. Swing and a miss by Rutschman, and the count is 1-2. No Googling, by the way. This pitch is in the dirt. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nah, you got to go back to around 1983, I think. I believe this movie came out about 83. Maybe give or take a year on that. The 2-2 is just a bit low, and Adley works a full count. 52 pitches from Cortes already. Here comes the payoff pitch to Rutschman. Hit hard, but right at the third baseman. LeMahieu with the pick. He throws across the diamond in time. Frank is on the right path. Frank is on the right path. That's why it's a trick question. He's in the movie, but he's not in the movie. Like his character is in the movie. It's a big part of the whole movie. He is not Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's. Kevin Costner in a role of a lifetime. Here's Mountcastle. First pitch swung on and fouled up and away off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. Top of the third. The Yankees ahead 1-0. I'll give you the answer you're looking for here in a sec. Frank was as close as you guys have gotten. Somebody's going to eventually Google it and cheat. You just can't help yourself. The 0-1 is outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. One to Mountie. Up and in. 2-1. Hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my impression from the other day. I made a little highlight clip out of it. This one's hit hard, and it's going to get a lunging grab by the center fielder Judge coming in. That ball was sinking all the way into center, but hung up there just enough as Judge came in and make a catch about knee high. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the third. Yankees 1, Orioles nothing. No, the bodyguard isn't his first. He was an A-lister by then. Folks, the answer I'm looking for is the Big Chill. That's right, the Big Chill. Big ensemble cast, coming of age story. Or not coming of age. Not coming of age. That's like for teenagers. It's midlife crisis story or whatever. You know. A bunch of 30-year-olds getting together, hanging out in some house. Drama ensues. Kevin Costner's dead. I guess that's why they all got together to hang out. Big movie back when it came out. Big soundtrack. The Big Chill. You don't believe me? Just Google Kevin Costner and The Big Chill. You'll see what I'm talking about. He's in it, but he's dead. Zachary, what? I'm just a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Now, if you want me to do Robert Downey Jr. impressions from Tropic Thunder, you don't have to spend $10. You just ask. What do you mean, you people? Zachary, you gotta calm down, dude. I feel like the government's going to be thinking I'm doing some kind of laundering scheme here. Again, I'm not going to tell you to stop, but holy cow, Zach. The generosity is off the charts. I don't really know what else to say. Good Lord. All right, well, if he's loaded, enjoy. Just be safe. Maybe have another, and don't go anywhere. Thank you, Zachary. If you want any more impressions, you know, you don't have to spend $10 for it. $5 would do. Whoa, what happened? Something just flew in my face. Oh my God, now they've got an ad for a Kevin Costner movie, Between the Ball. So that was all a giant ad for Kevin Costner. They played a trailer for whatever movie he just made, Between Innings. Unbelievable. He's not just hanging out, sitting there promoting his movie in the middle of my Orioles game. Get out of here, Costner. I love your movies, but get out of here. Come on, man. What are you doing? 0-2 the count on Judge, by the way. Leading off in the bottom of the third. Yeah, the light count could use a little bit of a boost. It does need to be said. But it's hard for me to complain when Zachary's been so generous. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Judge. Next pitch from Suarez hits Judge. All right, well. Don't get mad. Don't act like you're mad. Don't act like you're mad, Yankee fans. Don't act like you're mad, Yankees. Are you actually... Oh, we got a trainer out. Yeah, take a look. Oh, it would be so unfortunate if he couldn't continue. Got him right on the hand. Right on the left hand. Maybe bottom right where the hand meets the wrist. I mean, it's a payback kind of situation. I don't know how much they can. I mean, either he broke his hand or he's fine to go. What else is there to look at? Are they walking away? He's taken off. Looks like he's going to be on first. We'll see. It could be a situation where maybe if he doesn't come out now, Westberg finished the inning in the field. We'll see what this does going forward. Runner at first, nobody out. So, yeah, the retaliation was nice, but now there's a runner on with nobody out. Alex Verdugo is up. He lined out his first time up. First pitch is lined, and that's a base hit in the right field. And just like that, Judge is going first to third, and he's in there as the throw is cut off by Henderson, hoping to catch Verdugo off first base. And now we're in big, big trouble again. This is an even tougher spot. First and third, nobody out, and the Yankees are already up 1-0. Albert Suarez is on the mound for the Orioles. I don't know. I took a look at the latest All-Star tallies. Westberg is in second place for his position. He may not have established himself as a superstar yet, but Westy's a damn good player. What are we supposed to do? Go after Ben Rice? Here's a called strike to Giancarlo Stanton. First and third, nobody out. Stanton at the plate. We would take a double play ball here if it means a run. This pitch is low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stanton is a good double play candidate. He does not get down the line quickly at all. He's got to keep the ball on the ground. 1-1 pitch is upstairs, taken for ball 2. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Yankees. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Orioles. Here in the bottom of the third, nobody out. Suarez in trouble. 2-1 count. Pitch is inside, 3-1. No surprise, Kevin Costner still in the booth. The pitch is in there, a called strike, and the count runs full. Rice, that rookie who's had 1 at-bat, is on deck. Payoff pitch is swung on and fouled back. We'll do it again. That's 50 pitches for Suarez now here in the third. I know, Book Doc, the future is scary, isn't it? The future is scary. Okay, I see what you're talking about. All right, well, we're going to have to deal with it. This one is lined up the middle for a base hit. Stanton with a single that will drive in a run. The Yankees now lead it 2-0. Still nobody out in the inning. First and second. 5 hits now for the Yankees. Drew French is out to have a chat with Suarez. Can we get Costner out of here? You bad luck charm. We get it. You got a movie. Hit the bricks. There's a ball game on. Why don't you go sit in on Oakland versus Colorado or something? What are you doing here? There's a meeting on the mound right now. I mean, again, no offense. You're a nice actor and all, but all game? Say it ain't so, Nicholas. Here's Ben Rice. By the way, his middle name is They're Done. So that's Ben They're Done Rice. Okay, that was a bad pun. This one's off the plate for ball one. Should have said There Eight. His middle name is There Eight. Been There Eight Rice. This one is grounded foul off to the right. Or there you go, Uncle. Yeah. I wonder if he has any nieces or nephews. Uncle Ben Rice. Thank you, my friend. 1-1 the count. Save me from my awful set. The pitch is outside. 2-1 now on Rice. I mean, you got to go after this guy. Next pitch is swung on. That's lined over the glove of Mountcastle, a base hit. The runner at second will have to stop at third, but the bases are loaded now with nobody out, and that is 6 hits off of Suarez. He's gotten 6 outs, and now up to 6 hits. I don't feel like he's got it tonight, folks. But what are we going to do? Where are the long men? We don't have much. That's the first career hit for Rice. Nobody out. 2-0 already for the Yankees. And the batter is Gerrit Torres. First pitch is fouled straight back. The 0-1 pitch. Upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry that the scoreboard is jumping the gun. What would you guys prefer me do? I don't like having things pop up on my screen before they happen. But something's about to happen. This one's hit in the right field, and it'll be caught coming in on the tag up for a sac fly is Verdugo. That's the first out of the inning. Santander makes the catch. The runners at first and second do hold. Three nothing Yankees now in the bottom of the third. 1 out. Here's Austin Wells. He doubled his last time up. Breaking ball off the outside, ball 1. This pitch is fouled away. 1-1 on Wells. 60 pitches for Suarez now. If anybody out there in Charm City chat gets any updates on Westberg, feel free to drop it in. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Left hip discomfort. So, a bruise. Swing and a miss. There's a strikeout for Suarez. Wells goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. All right. Tell you what, it's going to be tough. Even if we get the number 9 hitter out here and get out of this, that just brings up the top of their order next time around. We'll see Soto and Judge again in the next inning. Here's LeMahieu. First pitch is on the outside edge for a called strike. All right, discomfort. Well, clearly he ain't comfortable. I'm not comfortable. There's no report. This pitch is off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 is up and away. Suarez has had a lot of pitches off the plate tonight with the fastball. He's not finding the corners too often. When he misses, he's missing to the point where there's no need to offer at it. The 2-1 pitch is hit on the ground. Second base, Mateo will flip to Gunnar for the short force at second to end the inning. The Yankees put up 2 more runs, and they now have taken a 3-0 lead here through 3 innings at the Bronx. Or in the Bronx. Or on the Bronx. I don't know. I hate the Bronx. We go to the 4th. Yankees 3, Orioles nothing. Ah, boy. I tell you what. Purple Haze, what's good? Not much. I'm going to have to figure out how to make something good. Tell me something good. This break brought to you by Can of Biss. Can of Biss. Whenever you need to just calm your nerves, reach for a cannabis. Good Lord. Hey, speaking of Harry Carey, everybody. Again, with the they're playing the Kevin Costner trailer again. They are playing the trailer for his movie again. Dude, I am officially not watching your movie. You have annoyed me with your marketing campaign. Yeah, I get it. It's a period piece. Everybody's on horses. Good for you. It's great. Does anybody even go to the theater anymore? I don't know. Oh, Eagle Forever. Man, you really love it over here, don't you? You're not a fan of your own kind, are you? By the way, we took 2 out of 3. What are you doing here? I could understand a Yankee fan coming in and talking smack. What are you doing here, Eagles fans? You guys haven't won a Super Bowl since they had leather helmets. Get out of here. Here's Gunnar Henderson. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. By the way, that Eagles line is a Bill Burr line, not mine. This one's a called strike. 1-1 on Gunnar. Let's get a rally started, for the love of God. The pitch is line foul, opposite field, but could not keep it fair. They're still the better team. What makes it obvious? Do you care to please elaborate, Eagles? The floor is yours. Please explain the obvious part after we just took 2 out of 3 from you. And the fact the one that you won, it took extra innings to do it. It's not like you stomped us in your one win. You needed extras. 2-2 on Gunner. Eagles, we're playing the Yankees right now. You don't want to be here, believe me. You're going to get destroyed. This pitch is hit on the ground. The shortstop playing near second base is well over on the second base side to field that ball. Volpe throws out Henderson to begin the top of the 4th. Yep, I apologize, Eagles forever or whatever. Yeah, normally Charm City chat, we keep it nice and charming here, but you showed up on a bad night, sir. We're playing the Yankees in the Bronx. We're not in the mood. We're going to roast you. I mean, we're going to do it civilly. We're not going to just name call you, but we'll tease you. We'll tease you. We're in the mood. 1 out, nobody on. Here's Anthony Santander. Folks, get some taters up in the chat. That's a called strike 1. All right. I might have created a monster. It's Cloverfield tonight in Charm City chat. The next pitch is low to Santander. 1-1 the count. Did I see Fitzy flash by there for a sec? This pitch is low. 2-1 on Tony. Did I see Fitzy? Yeah, there he is. Hey, Fitz, I saw you. See, Fitz, you got to pipe in a little more often. I might miss you. This one is lifted foul. Off to the right. The Orioles are going to lose to the, yeah. And every other team is, guess what's going to happen tonight, Eagles Forever? Half the teams in baseball are going to lose, and half the teams in baseball are going to win. This one is hit on the ground to third. LeMahieu to first. Tony doesn't run that well. Easy play, out number 2. Cortes is starting to settle in, and that is not good. We had a chance to get to him for something in the first couple of innings. Could not. And since then, the Yankees have capitalized. Still a long way to go in this ball game, though, folks. And Kieran, save some of those taters for the next at-bat because we're moved on now. It's Austin Hayes at the plate, up and away for ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. All right, Kieran, do it another time, and that's a timeout, okay? We get it. It's a lot of potatoes. I know I asked for them, but back-to-back, this one is swung on and fouled at the plate. I appreciate it. I appreciate the enthusiasm. You can make a big salad out of that. All right, you're fine. You're fine. Everything's fine. 1-1 the count on Hayes, the pitch. By the way, the screen is now split. They are now at the point where they're splitting the screen, showing me a box of the game with a box of Kevin Costner talking. TNT Sports. It was listed as TBS. It says TNT on the scoreboard ticker thing. I don't know who, but man, corporate garbage. What a corporate garbage presentation of such a huge game. Here's Austin Hayes' 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. What's next? Is Taylor Swift going to come on and sell her new single? I don't care. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3, and that pitch was inside. So now we're also not getting calls at the plate. So there you go. Inning over. Hayes is caught looking at a pitch inside. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Yankees lead it 3-0. Eagles. I admire Eagles for, going in like completely with zero, like, support system. Like he is in here just an island unto himself. Maybe he's into it. Some people enjoy taking a beating, like they're into that kind of thing. It's a fetish. Some people pay good money for what the Eagles is getting for free right now. Maybe we should charge them. Anybody got a cat of nine tails? Oh, same guy on PAS's stream. Oh, well, Eagles. That just makes your reputation all the more illustrious, doesn't it? Wow. Very impressive, sir. Just bouncing around to different streams. Let me guess. Brain function ended somewhere around the age of 7. It happens. Just old enough to learn how to write, and then that's about it. It's on TBS, and then it's TNT. I guess they're kind of a sister station. When you look at the scoreboard, it says TNT on there. So I think it's officially on TBS. Yeah, this has been Fitzy. This to do what they're doing tonight for a game of this magnitude is unforgivable. It is so ridiculous. I mean, talk about just all they're doing is making people who are so freaking rich, they could spend money every day for the rest of their lives and never worry about it running out. All those people just got richer tonight because they had to make this ball game about a Kevin Costner movie. Here's Anthony Volpe. And he takes low for ball 1, a curveball from Suarez. Top of the order for the Yankees. So we've got Soto and Judge to put up with again here. Swing and a miss by Volpe on a pitch off the plate, 1-1. Vonnie, I saw that too, and that is absolutely disgusting. I saw that, and it was so bad. I had to turn off my computer and just try and just not think about that. That really got me upset. This one's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mean, you want to talk about... No, I don't want to talk about. Why? Why lower myself to the level of a Philly fan and even try and figure out that kind of mentality? 3-2 the count on Volpe, leading off the bottom of the 4th. Payoff pitch is hit back to Suarez over his head. Second baseman Mateo bare hands, and he makes the play. Put a star by that one. Jorge Mateo charging in, maybe just a step from the pitcher's mound. Bare hands it. All right, I exaggerate a bit. He was in on the grass, but I mean, a couple of more strides, he's on the mound. Bare hands it to first to get the first out. And there's a reaction from, is that Gerrit Cole? Somebody in the Yankee dugout going, wow, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, we got some good players here. One down. Here's Soto. Up and away for ball 1. The internet is doing its normal thing, I think. Jack? It's okay. This pitch is off the plate outside, 2-0. You know, I looked more into getting a dedicated line and whether or not using a hardline Ethernet cable and not rely on the passage of information through Wi-Fi, if that might speed up things a little bit and get me a little more closer to, lowering the time between when something happens in the game and when I see it. 3-0 pitch to Soto, by the way, is on the outside corner for a called strike. And the more I read into it, the more it just seems like it only might help. It's not even a guarantee that it would help. The 3-1 pitch is off the plate, well off the plate outside, and Aaron Judge is not going to be in ball game. Trent Grisham is coming on to pinch hit. So we did it. We did it. Unfortunately, we evened one thing, but the score is not even. Look, I'll be honest. This is the situation I want. I want to see Westberg and I want to see Judge both back in the lineup tomorrow. I don't want to see any of these guys getting hurt, like, seriously. Grisham is hitting 105, a slight downgrade from Aaron Judge. He takes high for ball one. The 1-0 to Grisham is low. 2 balls, no strikes. My throat is about to give out. I know. The root. I need the root. The tea with honey. I know. The 2-0 pitch is fouled back. 3-0 Yankees, bottom of the fourth. 1 out, 1 on. Aaron Judge is out of the ball game after getting hit on the left hand. Jordan Westberg, earlier in the ball game, out after taking a knee to the thigh. There's no way this series is going to end without something going down. The 2-1 pitch is in the dirt. And the count now 3-1. I mean, folks, this is a ticking. This is a ticker right here. Things are ticking. Could be tonight, could be tomorrow, could be Thursday. But oh my God, mid-inning, they are cutting to still shots of the production of the movie that apparently Kevin Costner can't stop talking about. Swung on and fouled back. I hope your movie bombs. I hope your studio goes bankrupt. I hope they remove the star on the Walk of Fame. For the love of God, take your sales pitch somewhere else. We got a ball game here, you dope. Payoff pitch. Swung on and missed by Grisham. And barely a reaction from Bob Costas because, hey, Costner's here. Well, Costner's here. So tell me, Kevin, Waterworld, did it get wet? Or, Oh, by the way, there's a grand slam. Like, honestly, is this how you're calling the game? First pitch to Verdugo is outside for ball one. This is so shameless that it's almost funny. It's gotten to the point now where it's funny to me. Unbelievable. 1-0 on Verdugo. 2 out, and here's a check on the runner at first. He's in standing. Yeah, I mean, you named three really good ones, Jack, but, there's a lot of people out there that like a lot of other ones, too, me included. There's nothing wrong with liking other ones. This pitch is up and away. Baseball is just a great sport to make a movie out of. It's, dare I say, naturally, a nice fit. especially when you're talking about an inspirational story or an underdog story. Baseball, it's a nice setting. 2-0. And that pitch is off the plate. 3-0 to Verdugo. Come on, Albert. 87 pitches, folks. He may not be seen in the 5th inning. 3-0 count on Verdugo. This one's top of the zone. Called a strike. 3-1. There you go, money ball. This one's low. Ball 4. Suarez. He's not going to be long for this game. 2 out, 2 on. Here comes Drew French. This is going to be the last conversation before we see Brandon Hyde. 89 pitches. Giancarlo Stanton due up next. If Aiken is getting loose, it would make sense to pitch to Stanton here and then go to Aiken next. So either Albert gets out of the inning and completes 4, or we're going to have to go even earlier and bring in Aiken. Nicholas, I'm right there with you, and I'll do it on stream. I'm not sure if my paralysis will be helpful to calling games going forward, but here we go. Stanton at the plate. First pitch is lifted foul into the seats off to the right. Ah, yes. This one is high. 1-1 the count on Stanton. Forgive me, folks. Your boy took a little bit of a mental vacation for about 5 seconds. 1-1 the count. First and second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Suarez, pitch number 92 on the way, and it's fouled back. 2 strikes on Stanton. Just get one more strike, Albert. Hit the showers. Tough night. Tough matchup. It's all understandable. I mean, we got to get you some runs. If we can't sit here and match 3 runs before the end of the ball game, it ain't your fault. This pitch is low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I've got a gnat or something that's just attached itself. Oh my God! It just tickled my little ear nub. You little shit. You got me swearing on the mic. It took a gnat to get me to swear. How much more of this? What is that thing? Got a tie gnat. All right. Full count. 2 down, 2 on. Payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Oh boy. I mean, Suarez 95. We gotta. Suarez is yeah, you know what? Just put Stanton on. Put him on. I know this is dumb, but whatever. Load up the bases with this lefty child. There it is, ball 4. Okay, perfect. Take your base. Take Suarez out. Bring in the lefty. Get out this lefty kid, and then we'll figure it out from the 5th inning on. All right, here comes Hyde. Let's go through all the motions here. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing all the things. That's it for Suarez. Aiken is going to come in and try and get this lefty kid out, who's 1 for 2 tonight in his major league debut. Will the Kevin Costner interview continue? Tune in, folks. I can't wait to find out. I need a Ricola. I used to like Kevin Costner. I swear to God, 90 minutes ago, I was a big Kevin Costner fan. Not as much. I mean, honestly, if Costner loves the game as much as he's talking about, surely he knows that doing this promotional thing is really cheesy and lame. Again, if he were to, I mean, it's wrong for any team, any fan of any team to have to suffer through this that we're suffering through. But I mean, again, no shock you're not doing Marlins versus A's or whatever, right? Those markets aren't big enough. That's not a big enough event. You gotta the whole game, Jack. I think he came on in the second inning. I thought it was going to be one of those one-inning whatevers. But no, apparently TBS and whatever studio is making this dumb movie, which, by the way, Costner is the director of, stars in, and I believe produces. So, yeah, I put the blame on him because it's his project. He's directly involved. This isn't like some actor for hire forced to do a promotional thing they don't want to do. This is all Costner's doing. All right, Keegan Aiken is on the mound. 31st appearance of the season, 3.79 ERA. Albert Suarez finishes with 3 2/3 innings. This first pitch is lifted in the air to right. Did Christina spoil this? Did Ahmad just spoil? Ahmad just spoil. Wow. Christina, here's what we're gonna do. I have to. I can't show favoritism in this situation, Christina. I can't. The inning just ended, Christina. I hope that if I put you in a 5-minute timeout that you're not going to hate me. And that you'll be right back, still with your mod privileges. You're still here. You can still watch and do whatever. But I have to indicate that it is a policy for everybody. And I know it might have just been a mistake, Christina. I love you. I love you, hon. Don't take it the wrong way. I won't draw any more further attention to it, okay? It's not a big deal. There's so many other things going on. Folks, let's just treat this as like a whatever. Again, this is all... I'm going to call everybody out. The man, Sean Fins, my friend, Nicholas, Janet even. You guys are all... You've been here a while. You've been very loyal. It works the same. It's all about... what do you call it? No favoritism for the certain policies we have, because then that makes me look like I'm just going to pick favorites, and some people can get away with stuff while the others can't. It was unfortunate, and I think Christina made a harmless mistake, and she'll be right back. And hopefully the virtual hug I'm sending out right now is being felt on her side, because Christina, you're fine. It was just a little mistake. I make them too. Again, you're missing so far. The punishment is half over, and we're not even back into the ball game. All right, time heals all wounds. All right, perfect. Sorry about the lozenge I'm going after here. Yeah, it's the Costner effect. Let's be honest, folks. It's the Costner effect. Okay, here we go. Top of the 5th. Let's get a rally going. Jorge Mateo, who, by the way, has got good numbers against Cortes coming into today. 4 for 11 off of him before coming into tonight. 1-0 on the first pitch. And this one's up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Get that leadoff man on. The pitch is in there for a strike, 2-1. Christina, I love you, and I hope you're coming back here in a couple of minutes. The 2-1 pitch is hit foul, dribbling just behind the plate. The catcher goes over to pick it up. Never mind. He just got up, walked near the ball, and did nothing. Apparently somebody else came over and picked it up. All right, we've got a payoff pitch coming here to Mateo. By the way, we're getting close to 2 hours in. I better refresh the stream here pretty soon. Up, it just froze. Are you kidding me? The timing is impeccable. Is that a, what is that? We still got a 3-2 count. Okay. Yeah, Baltimore football history, it does happen from time to time. That's why oftentimes when we have a rally, we come over here and we hang out. But I might have to do a refresh because this does seem like it's behind even more than normal for me right now. This one is swung on and missed. Mateo goes down on a 3-2 pitch. A fastball top of the zone. All right, is that Colton Cowser? Hey, here's a soft liner into center field for a base hit. The Milkman. Folks, if we're going to come back, we got to be on top of things, including your boy right here, right now. Folks, let's go to the sub screen right now. 1 out, 1 on. That's enough. We need help. Cortez is on 80 pitches. No need to look at the screen. I'll let you know everything. James McCann is at the plate right now. He's 0 for 1. 1 out, runner at first. Yankees up 3-0, top of the 5th. First pitch is top of the zone for a called strike. Well, I head on over to this screen to avoid spoilers, and that makes somebody leave. See, there's just no right way to do things. Folks, it's like pirate radio back in the 60s and 70s, you know? It ain't perfect, but it's a way cooler than the other option. The 0-1 is up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, if anything is spoiling, it's me spoiling my audience with all this fantastic coverage. Come on, McCann. 1-1 pitch. Way high, 2-1. Cortez just went down to his knee to tie a shoelace. You know, I think the only way we're going to win tonight is if we get the sub count up to 1, 2, 3, 4. Because that's the same combination as my luggage. And if anybody knows the reference to that movie, type it on in. Even though it is 1 number short. The pitch is swung on and missed. 2-2 the count on McCann. Top of the order is due up next, but it doesn't feel like the top because it's Urias who's on deck. 2-2 is swung on and missed. McCann strikes out for the first out here in the 5th. Second out, excuse me. Boy. All right, Urias at the plate. They somehow inserted another ad into the broadcast. This one is popped up on the infield on one pitch. Torres is waiting for it and makes the catch while standing pretty much on top of the second base bag to end the inning. Cortes has pitched 5 innings of shutout ball, and he hasn't exactly looked that dominant in the process. It is a frustrating first half to this ball game, but it is just that, folks. Half a ball game. There's another half yet to play. Hang in there. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. Yankees 3, Orioles nothing. Folks, we might just have to lighten up the mood a little bit. You know what I mean? Just kind of lighten up the mood. You know, sometimes when things get a little nervy, the best thing to do is just to have a little bit of a chuckle. I don't know. I could show you my bald spot. That could probably make a lot of people laugh. Tell you what. Do a halftime show. All right. I'll do this is the Right Said Fred halftime show. We've only got time for a Right Said Fred halftime show because they only had the one song. So it's a short show. I'm too sexy for this shirt. So sexy it hurts. I'm too sexy for your land. New York and Japan. I'm too sexy. That was a song, by the way. How was that a hit? It's kind of cringe. It was a weird time. About 1990. It's a weird time for music. Transitional period. Bald spots. What happened here? Fitzy, wait 15 years. You'll see. You're enjoying those lovely young locks now. You just wait, buddy. Keep wearing hats. Watch what happens. Keegan Aiken is in the ball game. First pitch is a called strike. Oh, the next one hits. Is that Torres at the plate? And that one got him on the hand. Oh, my goodness. And the Yankees are barking. At the same time, Bob Costas utters the phrase, obviously, that wasn't intentional. I'll tell you the one thing that was intentional tonight, and that was Juan Soto intentionally trying to hurt Jordan Westburg. That's the only intentional thing of any consequence in my eyes. How many more broken hands tonight? Yeah, and I can already see the headlines from Yankees tomorrow. Desperate Orioles keep hitting our batters without mentioning anything about the Soto play. They're not going to mention the Soto play and how if the shoe was on the other foot, they would have done the same thing as far as looking for a retaliation. And if they didn't, the fans would crucify him for not doing so. But just spin it any way you want tomorrow in the Post or the Daily News or whatever the hell. 1 on, nobody out after a hit batter. Here's Austin Wells. First pitch is outside. 1-0 on Wells. 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Came in tonight hitting just over 200. This pitch is swung on, and it gets away from the catcher in the dirt, and that's going to allow the runner to move up to second base. Nobody out, and now a runner in scoring position, so that really does hurt. You hit a batter, and it turns into a double with nobody out. The 1-1 pitch to Wells is swung on and grounded up the middle. It'll be fielded by Henderson, and Wells is out at first, but on the play, now that runner is at third with only one out. So again, that wild pitch after a hit batter has moved a potential run all the way to third now, and we can ill afford to give up more runs. One out here, and here's LeMahieu at the plate. Is that right? First pitch is swung on and missed. LeMahieu 0 for 2. Couple of fielders' choices. Swing and a miss again. No balls and 2 strikes. A strikeout here would be ideal. Got the top of the order after him. This pitch is wild upstairs. McCann able to stab it out of the air. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch is lifted in the air, and that one's going to drive in a run for sure. Caught out there in center by Cowser. Coming in to score from third on the sac fly is Glaber. And the Yankees have added another run on. It is 4-0 now. Hit batter, wild pitch, move the runner over to third on 1 out, drive him in on another. Just giving away a run. This pitch is a called strike at the bottom of the zone to Anthony Volpe. Volpe is 1 for 3 with an RBI single. This one is hit right back to Aiken. He will run halfway to the bag and then flip it for the final out of the 5th. But the Yankees score again. They have scored in 3 of the past 4 innings and have built up a 4-0 lead through 5. I think Kevin Costner's gone now. So we got that going for us, which is nice. We go to the 6th. Folks, what would you have me do? What would you have me do? I don't know what to tell you. I'll try Yahoo. See if it's a better result for you. Can't promise anything. Can't say it's going to be a better visual experience. And I can also promise you that the MLB.com page will be super fast if ESPN is too fast. We'll give it a try. My apologies if the audio-visual experience tonight has not been up to my standards, which my standards are already pretty, pretty low. I'm cooking in at a solid 720p. And I got a microphone that I spent about $55 on. That's about it for my setup. An HDMI cable to get the game up on the big screen. Some free software I found to put this stuff together. I tell you what, man. I know nobody wants to hear about it, but I'm sitting here waiting on my passport back, wondering exactly when my visa is going to expire. And apparently it's going to in the middle of the season and not in December like I was told when I had renewed it the previous time. So I got to sit here and wonder how many, if any, potential Oriole games I might have to miss because I got to go on a road trip to take care of the old passport. Been out here permanently since 2016. Oh, that's the 2-hour mark. Let's get that stream up and running. Ah, boy, that Kevin Costner stuff. I really do hope that movie bombs, and it will. 2-0 the count on Rutschman. Sorry I missed the first pitch. The second pitch was off the plate outside. Rutschman up here leading off the top of the 6th. This one is inside, and he's got a 3-0 count. All right, Cortes is up to 88 pitches. Make it 89. And he's still out there in the 6th. We've got to score in this inning. There's a called strike on the outside corner. Hey, so far this does look like a little bit better. Looks like this is better. I don't see the called strike yet on the scoreboard here. 3-1 is in there, a called strike too. All right. I don't know if this updates how often or what, but I guess this is better for spoilers. Payoff pitch is lined over the glove of the second baseman for a base hit. Rutschman just got it over the glove. What a huge first leadoff hit of the inning. I mean, if that ball gets caught, your boy is thinking it's just not our night. If that ball got caught, your boy's just thinking it's not our night. But maybe, just maybe, we can get a rally going here against Cortes here in the 6th. Ryan Mountcastle's due up. And I don't know if... What is all that betting stuff? First pitch is foul back. Trying to... Whoa, that's me computer. More betting stuff. A scoring summary. Okay, I mean, would you rather have just sort of this kind of info up while I'm calling it in case? The 0-1 pitch is fouled away and the count is 0-2. The scoreboard with the balls and strikes, that could give you a bit of a spoiler, whereas this will at least give you some information while I'm calling the game. What do you guys prefer? 0-2 the count, nobody on, runner at first. Next pitch to Mountcastle is upstairs for ball 1. I'm hanging in there, William. I'm hanging in there. I like this leadoff man here. Cortes up to 96 pitches as this one's fouled back. And you can feel it. You can feel Cortez's day coming to an end with these foul balls right here from Mountie. By the way, the Yankees have left 9 men on base tonight already. So if we can come back, oh, that would haunt them. 1-2 on Mountie. The pitch from Cortes is swung on and missed. Cortes dots the inside corner under the hands of Mountcastle. That was a strike, and he still couldn't get to it. One out in the inning. Anthony Santander is due up next. Excuse me, Gunnar Henderson is due up next. Santander on deck. Cortes adjusts his shoelaces again. Come on, Gunnar. Let's cut this lead in half. I'll take 2 back here. I'll take 2 back. Come on, Gunnar. First pitch is outside. 1 out, runner at first. 4-0 Yankees. And now Bob Costas is showing off photos of him with Willie Mays' arm around him. This pitch is up and in, and Henderson backs out of the way. Apparently no interest in pitching to Gunnar. But the Yankee fans enjoy seeing Gunnar back out of the way. Excuse me, 2-0 the count. Did I say 3-0? 2-0 the count. Pitch. Hit hard on the ground. A diving stop by Torres. He throws from his butt, and he gets the out of Gunnar. Wow, Gleyber Torres, somewhat a marked man from Yankee fans in terms of his glove skills. It was a bit awkward. Not the most ballerina-type play you've ever seen, but he got the job. Wait a minute. That foot came off the bag, and then he put it back on. Hold on. That foot came off the bag. Hey, challenge this. Somebody see what I'm seeing. Hey, don't throw another pitch. He had his foot off the bag. No. This ball gets away, and the runner moves up to third. There's 2 down. I don't know, my friend. I don't know. It was at least worth a look, man. And that spot, I didn't see anybody even check the phone. I just don't think they knew that it was even a thing. I mean, I'm going to have to go back and look again. I felt like that second look. 2 down and 1-0 the count on Santander. Get those taters up in the chat, folks. Sorry you're staring at T-shirts. This website's just moving by itself. There's a called strike. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch is outside. Come on, Orioles. Get something on the board here. Come on, Tony. 2-1 pitch. Foul back, 2-2. Cortes now on 104 pitches. Just throw one out over the plate and hit the crap out of it. Why is this thing moving around? The pitch is a chopper over the glove of the pitcher. Volpe handles. And again, the slow-footed Santander. No chance to beat it out. That is the end of the inning. Cortes throws 6 shutout innings. 5 hits, no walks. The Yankees have walked 5 times. We have walked 0. Jeez, man. Bottom of the 6th. 4-0 Yankees. All right. Folks, let me take you back to a little something called Friday night, all right? Friday night. Ranger Suarez is on the mound. The Phillies go out in front. Ranger is dealing. The Phillies take the game. And that was coming off the heels of losing the final game against the Braves. We were wondering, are we going to even get a win out of this Philly series? What's to happen? Well, what did we do? What did we do? All right. Now, this is not to say this game ain't over yet. Are you kidding me? Hell no. All I'm saying is, I asked Charm City Chat after that first loss against the Phillies, if we were to end this 9-game stretch with 3 against Atlanta, 3 against Philadelphia, 3 against the Yankees, if we were to go those 9 games with a 5-4 record, a winning record against 3 of the very best teams besides us in baseball, would you take it? And the overwhelming response, okay, albeit a small sample size, but still, the response was, yes, BW, I'll take it. Now, folks, all we got to do is win 1 game in the Bronx, and that's what happens, all right? We win 1. We just got to win 1 for sure. It's a disaster if we don't win 1. But if we win 1, yeah, that sucks. You want to win the series, but big picture, I'm still okay. I want to get 2, and we can still get 2 even if we don't win tonight. So all of this is just to say, folks, no matter the result tonight, hang in there, and we're still rooting these guys on. Keegan Aiken is on the mound. Who is this? Juan Soto? Who's this guy? Never heard of him. I'm not worried about the division, Nicholas. I'm not worried. We won the division last year. What happened? This is what I know. This is what I know. If we only take 1 game, we're still 4-3 against them on the season. We're still got a better record. You know, that matters, that whole better record thing, too. If you get into a tie situation. 2-1 the count. This one's in the dirt. 3-1. I'd love to win the division. I'm ready to go out there and grind. I'm convinced we're going to win over 100 games. But, folks, if we win 101 games and lose the division, I mean, it's just a pill you got to swallow. It just happened to be a year that the only other team better than us is in our division. It happens sometimes. This pitch is off the plate for ball 4, and Soto draws yet another walk. My goodness. Just an on-base machine. 1 on, nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. I mean, I feel you, Nicholas. We need more than 1. If we, you know, again, that would be great. We'd knock down, it would be a virtual tie for first place if we could do it. Austin Wells at the plate. First pitch is upstairs for ball. No, I'm sorry. That's another left-handed mustachioed man. Trent Grisham, who came in to replace Aaron Judge earlier. Of course. Coming up after Soto. Why would it be Wells? It's Trent Grisham. 1-0 pitch to him is off the plate, low and away by Aiken. 2-0 the count. This pitch is lifted in the air on the infield. And Mountcastle's going to make the catch as Soto dances around him to get back to the bag. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. The Yankees have a righty due-up. Cortes is certainly done for the day. He's well over 100 pitches. Looks like, is that, who's that kid? Number 50. Verdugo at the plate. Runner at first, 1 out. Top of the zone with the first pitch for a called strike. Sean, are you not getting the reception you were hoping for with that question? What do you think? We're playing a heated rivalry and we're losing. This one's hit on the ground to first. Mountcastle taps the bag for 1. Thinks about going to second and decides better. Probably didn't have a throwing lane. Turning that 3-6-3 is always tough, especially when you get that first out and you got to get that runner without the benefit of a force play. Here comes Brandon Hyde, and it looks like this will be the end of the day for Aiken. So there you go. Back to 1980. Now imagine how tough that would be if you win 100 games and you can't even get into the postseason. You can't even get in. So yeah. And I'll say another thing about this. If we get into the end of September where the Yankees are postseason bound and the Orioles are postseason bound and the Yankees are, let's say, 5 games ahead of us, wrapping up the division and the odds-on favorite to win it all, I got no problem being the underdog. I've seen us play these Yankees 4 times already. They're you know, the toughest thing about this is I just wish we could have lined up our. I know we've got our pitching injuries, but our 3 best guys we put out there for the Phillies series. We got to send out a kid tomorrow to face Gerrit Cole, and then wrap it up with Cole Irvin going up against Luis Heel, who's got like the best ERA in the league. So the timing with the injuries and the turns in the rotation, that didn't really help out. But in spite of all that, well, when you say the race, William, are you talking about the division race? Because again, if we don't go out and get another player, we're gonna be in the postseason without a single addition, unless it was like 2 more like ridiculous injuries to 2 more. So I don't even want to think about it. Here's Dylan Tate. Please, we've had enough with the injuries, especially from the pitching. Tate's first pitch is off the plate, and the next one is over the plate, but apparently just a touch low to Stanton. Giancarlo Stanton's up with a runner at second, 2 down. Tate in relief of Aiken. Stanton 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and an RBI. There's a called strike. 2-1. Again, with the Trevor Bauer thing, why does everyone feel like he's the second coming of Sandy Koufax? Pitch up and in. Count is 3-1. I mean, everybody on every team who needs pitching help could ask the same question, which then begs the question, well, why haven't they? Well, there's got to be a reason. Here's a ground ball to third. Arias with a long throw across the diamond in time to retire Giancarlo Stanton and in the inning. Dylan Tate in relief gets the final out. We go to the 7th. The Orioles need runs. We are sending up the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Here we go. They're going to bring a righty out. We might be seeing some pinch hitting coming up pretty soon here. If they're going to be bringing out a righty, we've got Ryan O'Hearn sitting out there. We got Kyle Stowers. I would almost consider just leading off with Stowers instead of Hayes. Just get a lefty right in there. And then Mateo, you got to think about what to do. See, now with Arias already in to replace... This is what I was thinking before the game, was that I could see a situation where, Arias might come... somebody might pinch hit for like a Westberg or no, not Westberg. What am I thinking? Mateo. Yeah. This is what I'm thinking. Mateo's are in this because he's against a lefty, right? He does well against lefties. But I'm like, all right, well, later in the game, you could like pinch hit Ryan O'Hearn there with a right-hander, and then just replace Mateo in the field with Arias. But now you can't do that because Arias is already in the game. So you got O'Hearn, and you got Stowers, and what else? Who am I missing? What's the other weapon? Mullins, of course. Said Mullins. So would you lead off with Mullins? Would you just have him bat lead off and replace Hayes right here and now? And then maybe, gosh, I don't know. I'm trying to think, when would you pinch hit Ryan O'Hearn? I think you pinch hit, if you're going to pinch hit for Hayes here, you do Mullins because he's more of a leadoff type hitter. If he gets on, he can run around. But if it's another pinch hit spot with runners on base, an out or two already up, then you go O'Hearn, right? And then Stour, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, it's Michael Tonkin making his 23rd appearance, 31 and a third innings, 2.30 ERA. Austin Hayes is up to hit for himself, and he takes a called strike on the outside edge. That ball looked about half an inch off the plate, but close enough for the umpire. Hayes is 1 for 2 tonight. That one's off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. Orioles need to show something. Pitch. Hit on the ground. Third base. Couple of bounces. LeMahieu will have to hurry, and he does get the throw off in time, beating Hayes by half a step. Oh, the Orioles are running out of outs. 1 out here in the 7th. As in the Gulf of Tonkin. Here's Mateo up to hit for himself. Swing and a miss. And again, maybe could have used the lefty bat here and then brought in Urias as a defensive replacement. But can't do that now. This pitch is low and away. Not trying to say Mateo can't hit off a righty. It's just that his splits are such where he's much more effective against the lefties. That's why you see him in there higher in the order against lefties. This pitch gets away. And the count now 2-1. This is actually the 3rd team Tonkin has pitched for already this season. He started the season with the Twins, made 1 appearance, got sent to the Mets, made 5 appearances for them, and is now a Yankee. 3-1 on Mateo. Off the plate outside for ball 4. All right. Folks, we haven't had a whole lot of reason to be over here tonight, and boy, the subs are... Oof. On a Orioles versus Yankees game, too. I mean, biggest game of the season. Even the numbers are bad. Man, I tell you what. Colton Cowser, folks. Get those cows up. There goes Mateo. No throw down. That's what you should have done first time he got on base, man. Damn. All right, runner at second. And that made somebody else leave. I can't make you guys happy. What do you want me to do? The 0-1 is outside. 1-1 the count on Cowser. The pitch popped up on the infield. Going back a couple of steps on the grass, making the catch is LeMahieu at third. 2 down. The pitch. Fouled back. James McCann is at the plate. First pitch is fouled away. 2 down, runner at second. Oh, 1 pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The toughest thing about tonight is that if we lose this ball game, that's not even my biggest concern. My biggest concern is that Westberg got hit. And there's a pickoff attempt. Mateo just snuck back in at second base. Now that is how to attempt a pickoff at second. Corbin Burns, take note. How you doing, base? We need all the luck we can get, buddy. 1-1 the count. 2 down. Runner at second. McCann at the plate. Tonkin's pitch is swung on and missed. Man, McCann chased a bad one low and in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And again, with this DHing Adley situation, another situation where you can't pinch hit. I mean, McCann wouldn't even be in the ball game. It would be Adley DHing and another lefty bat already in right now, but, you know, whatever. What do I know? I'm sorry. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Man, and down goes McCann. Seventh inning stretch time in the Bronx, folks. Never say never. Because when you do that, you usually comes back to bite you in the butt. So, for that very reason, despite my morale being slightly low, I'm going to throw some cakes on the griddle. That's right, folks. I mean, get your carbs in. If nothing else, chow down on some cakes. You deserve it, Charm City chat. We need a little bit of luck. We need a little bit of luck. Where can we find a little bit of luck? Hey, Melanie, how you doing, hon? Melanie, you're so quiet these days. You used to be more chatty. What happened? Did I overstep my boundaries? What happened between us? I thought we had something. Oh, what's this popping up? Uh-oh. I have 10 outdated drivers. I've never even dated 10 drivers. They're not my type. That's fake news. Indica. I'm asking where you been, why you been so quiet. Oh, the indica's keeping you quiet. Okay, I got you. 1-word responses. All right. There we go. All right. I thought maybe Booty Smacker had hit you one too many times. Where is Booty? We're losing because of Booty. Booty, stop smacking and get over here. And now we cut back to the booth minus Kevin Costner. Yay! All right. I needed that laugh. I needed that. Oh, my God. Bob Costas is still showing off photos of him next to Willie Mays. Could you please self-congratulate yourself a little bit more there, Bob? You've made a career out of it. Good Lord. He is the Billy Crystal of baseball. Just always just self-congratulating his career. We get it. You've been around. You know people. Hey, there's Booty. Hey, Melanie, I don't look good. Us always showing up at the same time. Finally, folks, we can start to score because apparently Booty and Melanie already have. Now we can. Great. Thanks for doing all the scoring for us, you two. We could have used some. Jeez. Spread the love. Well, I mean, don't spread it like a disease or anything, but I don't know. You figure it out. Oh, look at this. Hey, Booty. Hey, oh, like you're just making your, yeah, like you just ran into, right, of course. Keeping up appearances. Yeah, we can keep the illusion going. All right, Dylan Tate is on the mound. Who's up? Who is this guy? It's that Rice kid. All right, it's Minute Rice. As in, I'm 1 minute away from lighting up another lucky. The 1-0 to Rice is swung on and hit on the right side to second. Mateo to first in time, one away. Willie passed away today. Okay, well, rest in peace, Willie Mays. Obviously, one of the all-time greats. Some would say the greatest. Some would say the greatest. Willie had a good long life, played a good long time. One 0 pitch to Gleyber Torres is off the plate, 2-0. I tell you what, folks, when we lost Brooks last year, I was devastated. Absolutely devastated. This one goes to short. Gunner goes to first. In time, 2 down. I mean, it goes without saying. I know all you guys felt the same. But you just don't. I mean, it was something you knew was eventual. You just wanted them, you just wanted to see him. You don't want to see him go. It's tough. This one's off the plate to Austin Wells. 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th. Wells has a 1-0 count. 1 for 3 tonight. This one is fouled back. Count is 1-1. One pitch. Low and inside. This one's popped up on the 2-1 pitch to left. Should be an easy play for Hayes. He's waiting. He's got it. And that's it in the 7th. Dylan Tate with a clean inning. He's gotten 4 outs pretty easily. It's just too bad he can't go 6 innings or something. We go to the top of the 8th. Yankees 4, Orioles. Do something, man. Top of the order. Come on. This is it. I can't expect us to pull off a 5 spot in the 9th. We gotta chip away. We gotta chip away. Something. Adley's coming up. Mounty's coming up. Gunner's going to be up if anyone gets on base. We got to get it done here in the 8th. I tell you this right now. If Gunnar Henderson's leading off the 9th, you don't want that. As I watch a Wells Fargo ad with an 80-year-old Steve Martin and an 80-year-old Martin Short, pretending to still be 2 of the 3 amigos. Thanks, Wells Fargo. It's good to know that banking with you means you can afford to pay those actors while charging me a $20 overdraft fee for a simple mistake after being a customer for 25 years. Huh? What? What did I say? I don't know. What? Huh? Are personal things coming out tonight? I don't know. It's a therapy session tonight on the Birdwatcher channel. How's everybody else doing? What are your problems? What are your cares? Let's try to work on some things. What do I need to work on? Time to light it up. All right, well, sounds like a plan. Luke Weaver is out on the mound. 28th appearance. Opponents are only hitting 162 off of this guy. Oswaldo Cabrera is now in to play third base. DJ LeMahieu, who was at third, shifts over to first, which means Ben Rice, the rookie, making his major league debut tonight, is out of the ballgame. Ramon Urias will lead it off for the Orioles. Again, because of an injury early to Jordan Westberg. Another situation where maybe we could pinch hit or something if Urias were starting, but everything got screwed up with that early injury. First pitch is swung on and missed. Here's the 0-1. This one is into right center and down, a base hit. Yes. All right. Let's go over here. Come on. This is it. This is the one. I can feel it. The hat is starting to shake. Whoa, whoa, hat. Hold on. Whoa, calm down, buddy. Whoa. Come on. Lead off man on. I don't care this guy's only hitting 160 whatever. We got Adley. We've got Mounty, and we've got Gunner. Adley's got 2 hits tonight. Top of the 8th. Runner at first. The pitch is top of the zone. Ball 1. Adley with that eyeball and the reputation to go with it, because otherwise that could have been called a strike. Top of the zone there. The 1-0 is fouled away, 1-1. 96-mile-an-hour fastball from Weaver. Your boy's locked in. Now I truly feel the respect for the professional play-by-play men out there who can maintain an even keel through 9 innings of a game like this. Your boy's only locking in right now. He feels bad. Why can't I be this focused for 9 straight innings? This one's fouled back, 1-2. Come on, Adley. Keep that line moving. KTLM. The 1-2, and first Adley asks for time. Let me hear you, Charm City chat. Your boy's ready to get laryngitis right here and now if we can make a comeback. Let's go. The 1-2 to Adley. Lifted in the air. Too high. He got under it. It's on the infield. Near first base and a falling down catch made in foul ground by LeMahieu. He certainly struggled with that. It would have just been a foul ball had he not made the catch, so Adley would have still been at the plate. And a tough first out. Adley trying to do that uppercut swing. He got under it. That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch to him is lifted in the air, off to the right, and out of play. Again, keep the line moving. It's so important here. You got Gunnar and Santander the next two after. You just got to put a string of things together here. Did my game just freeze on me right now? Don't you dare. What happened? Pick off at first? What? 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 Apparently, if Arias has been picked off, which is the initial call, I don't know what to say. The Orioles are going to challenge. Arias is still standing on first. I mean, I didn't see the umpire's motion. I just assumed it was another, throw to first. Arias is back. I thought it was safe to the point where I didn't even react initially. We're waiting on the call from New York while in New York. I guess it's a local call. Maybe getting the results via bike messenger. I don't know. Waiting on the call. I'm going to turn up my volume a little bit here. I might have had it too low tonight. There's been a couple of things that a little audio would have helped me out with. How long is it going to take to figure this out? This is not the angle in which to make that determination because the LeMahieu's right foot is blocking where the hand would meet the bag. That you got to have another angle. If New York doesn't have another angle, they can't overturn the call because you can't say he was safe from that angle. You can't, but he can't say he was out either. You can't see. There's a shoe blocking the exact area you need to see to make a call there from that one angle they keep showing. This might be why this is taking a lot longer than it should. They're probably like, is there another camera somewhere in the stadium? Can we get somebody's like TikTok video of this play from caller in the field? Call in the field stands. They call him out. They call him out. And now the bases are empty. 2 down. Raleigh killed. This one's up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ryan Mountcastle. 2 down, nobody on. Pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 on Ryan Mountcastle. Gunnar Henderson is on deck. It would be nice to see him in this inning. Yeah, right, Sean? You mean to tell me in that place they got 1 angle with the blocked shoe? 1 angle in that place? There are 10,000 cameras in there. 2-2 the count on Mountcastle. This one's popped up. He went after a high pitch and still got under it somehow. And hits this one all the way to the warning track near the 385 foot sign for out number 3. Bottom of the 8th coming up. That is such a good point. How do you have 1 camera? Of all, I can understand out in Oakland at this point. I think Oakland has like 1 concession stand open. Like, I think you can buy like a Sprite and you know, maybe some M&Ms. I can understand like a play out there having like 1 angle. This place, this $500 billion ballpark or whatever it is, no. It's ridiculous. There's magically a camera covering every little thing that they cut to all the time for the perfect moment. Some bullpen catcher scratching his nuts. They've got a camera locked in on it. But they don't have more than 1 angle on that play. Okay. Sure. Makes a ton of sense. Look, I get it. We're not playing good tonight. There's a lot of stuff to point at and go, why this, why that? That isn't our fault, but at the end of the day, Suarez wasn't at his best, and our bats are not getting it done. We got 1 more inning to try. But if this result holds as it is, it's just a bad game. It is a all-around bad outing from us, and we got to own that. I will own that. We did not put out tonight. Through 8 innings. I am making that caveat known. It's never over. But we gotta definitely come back better than this. Nick Vespi is going to be on the mound. All right, Vespi, the lefty, will face the 9-1-2 hitters, starting DJ LeMahieu first. Called strike at the bottom of the zone. Vespi looks a lot like a lot of other pitchers. Scraggly, shoulder-length hair, a few tattoos, a beard, blondish. He's 1-1 on LeMahieu. The pitch is lifted in the air, right field and relatively deep. Going back on it is that Santander still out there? It is, and he catches it right up against the wall. That short porch out there in right. Nearly snuck out of there. 1 away here in the 8th. I apologize. We can be back over here now, I guess. We're not in the middle of an Orioles rally, that's for sure. Your boy's a little bit distracted. And yes, the game is not over. That's why nobody's leaving Charm City Chat, because you guys are loyal. all those people checking out back in the day at Memorial Stadium or Camden Yards, if we're down, say, 4 or 5 runs in the 6th, leaving, or the 7th, I'd always be that kid. When I was a kid, I would boo Oriole fans for leaving. Where are you going? You got a better place to be. This is when they need you the most. I would be this I was like Rudy. I was such an inspirational little snot-nosed kid. This pitch is in the dirt to Anthony Volpe. 1-on-1 the count on Volpe. 1 out, nobody on. I mean, I was always trying to get people to rally whenever we were losing. Like, let's go. This one's hit on the ground. Gunnar is going to circle around it, throw to first, and nail Volpe at first for the 2nd out of the inning. We hanging? All right. I mean, folks, we can sit here and have a discussion if you want post-game about what do we got to do? What do we got to do tomorrow? Well, how do we prepare? It's going to be Gerrit Cole on the mound. All right. Pretty much the only thing kind of in our favor as Juan Soto looks at a first pitch, maybe an inch low for ball 1. All I know is at least we can say Gerrit Cole is not probably going as deep into a game as he normally would. This is his first start back after a very long layoff. I would not expect him to go more than 6 innings tops. This pitch is fouled back by Soto. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Clay Holmes, the Yankee closer, getting loose despite the 4-run lead. That's how much the Yankees want to nail this one down. They're willing to bring in the closer in a non-save situation. 1-2, and they foul it off, they being Soto, one more time. Yeah, Nicholas, good point. First things first, you got to score in order to win. We can't be getting shut out like this. The 1-2 is, oh, come on. Vespi throws a nice breaking ball, clips the bottom of the zone, and doesn't get what he does against Juan Soto. You can't get a... The 2-2 is lined right at Mateo, who... Wow, he throws to second. Was that on a bounce? That ball was hit hard. Mateo, that ball nearly took his face off. He fields it, pops up, and throws out Soto, who should have been out already anyway. We go to the 9th. The Orioles need a lot of help. 4-0. Everybody's got to get on base. We got to get them loaded just to have a crack. Oh, you see the people coming up. It'd be nice to have guys like Gunnar and Tony coming up in the middle of a rally like this rather than to lead it off. But you just got to work with what you got. Again, there are a couple of options on the bench. I mean, with this being the 9th, Austin Hayes could be pinch hit for anybody. If you want to go with Stowers and a like for like, he can replace him in the field if it somehow went longer. Or you could just go to O'Hearn because maybe he's a better, reliable guy to get on base for you and get a hit. Doesn't really matter. At this point, you just do whatever you can to keep the game going. But yeah, if Clay Holmes is coming in, we got a couple of lefties on the bench. We got Mullins. We'll see. Might as well, right? Just throw it all out there. That would be great. I'll tell you what. If we get a chance to get all of those guys off the bench for an at-bat, then that means something's cooking, right? Because Gunner's not getting pinch hit for. Santander's not getting pinch hit for. But right after that, it could be a lot like what we saw, I think, the Phillies did in one of the 3 games where they sent up, or was it the Braves? They turned around 3 straight pinch hitters in a row. I can't remember exactly the situation, whether it was lefty on righty or vice versa, but it didn't pan out for them. That much I remember. Hey, it can be done, folks. And look. You know how crazy your boy. I mean, I had a day off. I was assuming the vocal cords were in good shape. They have already, after tonight, taken a beating. Here we go. I can't even look. I can't even look over here. Here we go. Clay Holmes, 19 out of 23 save opportunities converted. First pitch is low and in. This is not a save situation. Henderson at the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Grounded out twice. This one is lined and up the middle, a base hit. Base hit into center field. There's one. There's one. Folks, I have had a miserable night with the sub count. Could one very nice person just maybe sub it up? What do you say to get it at 12:20? That'd be like 6 subs on the night. Anthony Santander at the plate. And he swings and misses a big cut on a pitch on the outside in the zone. 0-1 the count. We need base runners. We need to keep the line moving, and we need some taters in the chat. He's 0 for 3 tonight. The pitch. That one's crushed. Stay fair. Stay up. That ball is gone. Bye, birdie. Wow, this game has suddenly got a whole lot more interesting as Anthony Santander sends a laser beam into the short porch in the right field stands. An absolute rope. That ball never got more than 15 feet off the ground. A 2-run bomb for Tony. The taters continue. It's 4-2. Come on, 12:20. Get in on this. Hey, you want to see a miracle comeback? 12:20. Sub it up. Let's go. I need a round number to feel good. Cedric Mullins is at the plate. And he swings and, he backhanded at second. Oh, Mullins up there pinch hitting. Nearly found the hole up the middle. Backhanded at second. He's unable to beat it out. 1 down. We just need one more base runner to get the tying run to the plate. There is 1 out. We were not shut out, and we will not give up. Jorge Mateo. First pitch, low. Again, Ryan O'Hearn is still a weapon out there. The pitch, up and in. Mateo has to back out of the way, 2-0. Cowser is on deck. Folks, one kind-hearted person who's been watching along, sub it up. He'll be fine. The pitch, low for ball 3. 3-0 on Mateo. If he gets on, the tying run comes up. The pitch, taken all the way for a strike, and that pitch barely caught the bottom of the zone. 3-1. The pitch, taken again, and that's more into the zone. 3-2 now. Lock in, Jorge. Lock in. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He went after a slider out of the zone. Holmes fooled him. Holmes fools Mateo. That ball was coming in and then spun away and low. Oh, a nasty pitch there by Holmes. 2 down. The Orioles still need to get a runner on base. Cowser at the plate. He takes a called strike. Cowser 1 for 3 tonight. He needs to hear you. Keep it going. Taken low, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Way up and in. Or, excuse me, up and away, I should say. 1-1 the count. McCann would hit next, or would he? The pitch is fouled away. In fact, I'd tell you right now, he would not. That's where you play O'Hearn. You just sacrifice the DH. Adley can catch and worry about it from there. We've done it once or twice already this season. If Cowser can get on, we bring up O'Hearn. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded to the right side and foul. In fact, there it is. The camera cuts to O'Hearn on deck. It's almost as if your boy knows his baseball. It's almost as if your boy knows his baseball. 2-2 count. The pitch. Swung on, grounded right side. A diving stop by the first baseman who will tag the bag and end the ball game. LeMahieu stops a hit that could have gone down the right field line for extra bases, and this ball game is over. Oh, man. Oh, the agony of defeat. The Orioles lose this one. Yankees 4, Orioles 2. Folks, I know you want to run away. I know you want to run away. But hang in there. All right? I understand if you got to go. But don't everybody leave, or your boy's going to feel really miserable sitting here doing his post-game wrap-up alone after what happened. Or, you know what I'm saying? Could we even get to 12:20? Yeah, we could even get to 12:20. I couldn't even convince, and I'm telling you right now, how many thousand? 2,342 people checking in. Couldn't get one. It's that kind of night, folks. What are you going to do? Let's take a look at a couple of things. I know there are things you probably don't want to think about right now, but hey. So it's 4. We actually out-hit them 8-6. How about this? I didn't even realize this. We out-hit them 8-6. What happened? They left 10 men on base to our 6. And it was the walks, folks. That's it. It's the walks. That's the biggest thing. They walked 6 times. We only did once. And yeah, Mateo did steal a base late on in the ball game, but we needed to figure out a way to make the running game more a part of things. We had one chance there early. Couldn't figure out a way to do it. Albert Suarez was not on tonight. The 6 hits. He kept the ball in the yard. Just the command wasn't there. And despite the bad outing, look at that. It's still an ERA just a hair over 2. I still believe in Albert Suarez. I still want him out there, 5 games from now. The bullpen, Aiken let a run score without giving up a hit. I mean, where are the walks on here? Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. I mean, when you pitch 2 innings without giving up a hit, but you still give up a run, that means there's too many walks going on somewhere. Oh, that was the one where the guy got hit by the pitch, and then got moved over, and then, yeah. We gave him one of those. Yeah, remember that run, guys? That one run we just gave him, or else it would be 3-2. Man, yeah. So there's a lot of things. There are a lot of things to point at and say we did not execute. I can't really, and I don't want to. I don't want to point the finger and the blame on any one person. It was a group effort of not getting the job done tonight. And again, the Westberg thing, let's just hope he's available tomorrow. If not, I feel like if he isn't ready yet tomorrow, then Judge shouldn't be ready yet either. Like, come on, what the hell? All right, that's not too professional of me to say, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, folks, we went to the Bronx, game 1, and we didn't take it. Santander made things interesting. He still stays red hot. And why don't you maybe think about voting him for the All-Star game? Take some votes away from Soto and Judge in that outfield. By the way, folks, if you weren't aware, the All-Star ballots have returned the first round of results. Not only is Adley Rutschman and Gunnar Henderson leading their respective positions for your Baltimore Orioles to start the All-Star game, other than Soto and Judge, they've got right up there the 2 most votes amongst all players in the American League. How about this? Jordan Westberg is second in the voting right now. Second. He's ahead of the likes of Rafael Devers, okay? Brian Mountcastle is also, I believe, second right now. And Santander, I believe, is fifth when you can only take 3 guys in the outfield. So, yeah, get on that vote. But other than that, folks, let me tell you about tomorrow's first pitch. Oh, here's another thing, people. There are going to be 2 games in the space of about 4 days. Let me bring the schedule up. Oh, it's going to be brutal for your boy. It's going to be brutal. Not 1, but 2 3 a.m. your boy start times coming up here by the end of the week. We have... Where is it? There you are. So tomorrow, folks, same start time as tonight, 7:05 first pitch. Your boy will be on the air at 6:55 p.m. But then the getaway game will be 4:05 p.m. And then 2 days after that, another 4:10 start at Houston. That's right, folks. After this, we go to Houston. And then the Cleveland Guardians, who are in first place, come to town. And then the defending World Series champs will be after that. And then we go out west to play the current leaders in the NL West. Boy, tell you what. All right, let's look. One more thing to look at before I go, folks. We talked about how tough this month of June is. Let's just count it up. All right? I'm starting it right here. In fact, I'm going to throw in the last game against Boston just because I want to cheat a little bit. Here we go. 3-1, 5-3, and then there's 6 in a row. That's 11-3, 11-5, 13-5. We are 13-6 during this tough month so far. All right, so there's something to put in perspective, folks. We are 13-6 in a month that we've only just had a day off, and we played a lot of teams that were either considered good at the start or good now or somewhere in the middle. I don't know. So I'm not too worried about it. All right, folks. I think you got the gist. Let me make sure. I never even went through the out-of-town scores tonight. Not once. That is a first. That is the first time I've completely... I'll read you out the finals. The Braves beat the Tigers 2-1. Boston edged out Toronto 4-3. You know about our ball game. The Diamondbacks shut out the Nats 5-0. The Mariners beat the Guardians 8-5. Phillies edged out the Padres 4-3. The Reds doubled up the Pirates 2-1. In 10 innings, the Fish
just got by the Cardinals there, 9-8. Everything else going on now. Oakland and Kansas City tied up at 2. Milwaukee ahead of the Angels, 2-0. Colorado out in front of the Dodgers, 7-3. White Sox up 2-0 on Houston. The Cubs up 5-2 on the Giants. Rangers up 6-4 on the Mets. And speaking of that, by the way, a rain delay in Minnesota. Tampa up 5-4 on the Twins. Folks, I'm going to send you on over to this Mets-Rangers game. I got to go find it real quick. By the way, thanks again to the gentleman with the Super Chats tonight. Was it Timothy? I don't want to blow your name, but my goodness, that was awfully kind in an otherwise tough night. So it couldn't have come at a better time, sir. I appreciate it. I'm never quite sure which one of these to click. Okay, redirect. Here we go. So it's Rangers and Mets. Folks, I'm going to send you on over here. This is Pure Adrenaline Sports. Be sure to say the Bird Watcher sent you. That's going to do it for me, folks. Again, come back tomorrow, 6:55 p.m. I'll be on the air. You need to come back, folks. We're going to level this thing up. We're going to even the score. We got a score to settle, Juan Soto. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Juan. All right, folks. You all have a good night. Bird Watcher's going to rest up, come back stronger than ever tomorrow. Ain't nothing going to keep me down. One loss. Let me check. We're still 3-2 against you on the season? Okay. I can live with that. Let's go. All right, folks. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. This has been the Bird Watcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Good night, everybody.